Good evening, folks. Good evening. I think about an hour of Hearthstone or so sound like a good idea. I don't know what it is about trying to have a day off. I tried to take a half day. So, you know what? I've been, running solid for weeks now. Let's take a half day. And I tried to watch Netflix. And everything broke. It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I tried to watch it on my smart TV. Like, alright, cool. So I put on one episode, some weird stuff going on. Tried to load an episode of something else. It's like, oh, it can't play. Come back later. So I tried this a few times. Nothing fucking happens. So, oh, great. That sounds... Alright, let's try the Xbox One then. That's usually pretty reliable. Oh yeah, I need a gold account for Netflix. And my trial has expired. And I can't be asked to input my credit card number to actually get one. So, bugger it. I'm going to do this until State of the Game. I'm not going to overstream State of the Game because I want to watch State of the Game, so screw you all. But we're going to do a little bit of Hearthstone. Just something fun. We're going to do a little bit of ladder with my Paladin variant of the Legendaries deck, I think. That seems like a pretty good idea. I'll show you what's in it. I've made a couple of changes. Not too much. Now, State of the Game is tonight. Keep an eye on that. Would be a good idea. So, this is what it looks like right now. Pretty much the same, only I took out the faceless manipulators and replaced them with a llama bot. Which, like, technically is the same thing, because an llama bot in this deck can only summon a legendary. Ergo, an llama bot is a legendary. See the logic? As I've told you before, you can't have 30 legendaries. So, it's a slight improvement, in my opinion. And also, I seem to be... Hang on a second. Need to mute that. There we go. Also, you've got the 1-1 little Silverhand Recruit, which is quite useful. Works pretty well with Tinkmaster Overspark, kind of in the same way the Shaman Totem does. So, yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, that's what I'm rolling with right now. So, I'll see how well it does. So, some legendaries. And we're going to do ranked with it, because we are real men. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing how this does. I haven't actually put it into ranked yet. I've just been doing a bit of casual with it, which is quite fun. Don't get me wrong, but people actually try in this one. So, Alarma Bot is actually good in this deck because around turn 5, Faceless Manipulate is generally not very useful, whereas your early game is pretty weak. If you go second, it usually means you get an Alarma Bot out on turn 2, if you're able to grab it. Okay, what am I going to do here? Well, I'm definitely tossing Captain Greenskin. There's also another part of synergy, actually. Tyrion Fordring synergizes with Captain Greenskin, so he's a better card in a Paladin deck than he would be in a Shaman deck. We'll toss Murkai as well. Leave us with Blood Mage, Thalnos, Tinkmaster, and, well, that's a lot of early stuff. I was kind of hoping for an Alarma Bot and a big creature there, but I'll take what I can get. So I can actually make a turn 1 play, which is rare enough with this deck. Worgen Infiltrator comes out, so Blood Mage Thalnos is probably going to be the play here. Let him use his Worgen Infiltrator to kill that, and I get a card as well, so that keeps me on the board. Yeah, Alarma Bot works pretty well. It was in my old 24 Legendaries deck. I used to roll with 2 Faceless Manips, 2 Alarma Bots, and 2 Summoning Portals. That worked pretty well. Summoning Portals... Well, let me put it this way. I've played the first game in my tournament series for Polaris. You're gonna see what Summoning Portals can do. Oh, yes. There's some madness going on with that. Okay, so we're actually gonna go with Reinforce here, because we're gonna go for Tinkmaster Overspark. There's no real way to do a turn 2 Tinkmaster with this deck unless... Well, there isn't. There just flat out isn't. Because you use the coin to get out your turn 2, and I have no 1-cost creatures, so... Warsong Commander, potentially, well... Can be an alright play for him. Trying to think of what the best thing to do here would be. I think we'll go for that play regardless. We'd lose Tinkmaster, but that kind of happens regardless. So that's not really a big deal. Nat Pagel's the only other thing, and Nat Pagel I think would die immediately as soon as he plays another creature. So we're going to go for the Devil Saw. And we get the Devil Saw. Very nice. But yeah, I got Tyrion Fordring. What did I spend? I think I bought $20 worth of packs. That got me enough dust to get Tyrion. So, yep, I do have the Pally Legendary. He's really, really good. And he synergizes really well, too. Because that Ashbringer synergizes with Captain Greenskin. So you've actually got a reason to hold on to Greenskin, which is pretty good. Well, I haven't taken any damage yet, which is always nice to see. I have a turn 4 play in Leroy Jenkins if I need it, but at this stage, Leroy's generally not a great play. So it would probably end up being Nat Pagal and an Initiate. And then my turn 5 can either be Elite Tauren Chieftain or Sylvanas Windrunner, depending on what he brings out on the board there. If he's going to charge 2 things into my Devil Sword, then that's an absolute win for me. And it is. He even got rid of his charged creature. That's fantastic for me. Really good news. And I've got Harrison Jones, which against the Warrior deck is just phenomenal. We could actually make this work. There's nothing else on the board here, so Leroy is actually a good play. So here we go. Leroy Jenkins on the board. What we're going to do is we're going to use Tinkmaster Overspark to eliminate one of these creatures, and then we're going to hit him for 6. And the hope is that we get another 6 out of him, in which case he's definitely been worthwhile. Now, I'm okay with that Whelp taking out my Tinkmaster. It depends what he decides to do. He may decide to just run it into there and then use an Execute. In which case, whatever. It's fine. I gained a little bit of an edge on the board, and I'm getting to turn 5 where things start to get messy. Alright, he's going to do Slam. Okay. Card for a card, whatever. He took 6 damage. And that's the board wiped. And I have a card advantage, and I'm on turn 5. So, I'm in a good spot. Alright, well, we don't have anything else on the board right now, so I'm thinking Elite Tauren Chieftain is the way to go. The risk with Sylvanas is that maybe he has some way to directly kill her off. It's unlikely. I'd probably have to use 2 cards, like something that did damage, then Execute, maybe. But I think Elite Tauren Chieftain is the way to go here, because there's very little risk in playing it. And we can hold on to Sylvanas until he plays something nice on the board. Power of the Horde, cool. That's a fun card to play. Summons a random Horde Warrior. That, by the way, can actually include Cairn Bloodhoof. Just want to point that out. I have never actually had him yet, but you can do it. Arcanite Reaper. Alright, so he's going to use his Arcanite Reaper. I think I'll probably just Harrison Jones him then. Just gets rid of another swing of it and gets me an extra card, so I think that's pretty fair at this stage. The other thing that I could do would be Power of the Horde, but the only thing that Harrison Jones is really, really good for is, well, actually nothing. Like, most of the warrior weapons have 2 durability, so Harrison Jones is probably the best play here. So that gets rid of his Arcanite Reaper, and it gets me a card. So, again, leaving me with a significant advantage and board control, and I'm going to turn 7. Things looking pretty good. What we could do next turn is Power of the Horde Alarmo Bot. Oh! He brought out another Arcanite Reaper. Okay. So be it. Leponome. Alright. Okay, so we can't risk that play now, because Alarmo Bot will just get killed immediately. That leaves us with a couple of options. Hogger is not a good option here, because he'll just kill the Null with this guy and then swing with the axe, so that doesn't work. Old Murkai is not a terrible option.
Let me think.
Sylvanas Windrunner is not great, because the only thing it'll do is capture this 2-1 Leponome, which is, again, not ideal. We could risk Power of the Horde, because it might get Ascension Shieldmaster, which might be okay, but... yeah. Best play here. I think we'll Murkai. And it at least gets rid of that 2-1 immediately. So that's good. And I think maybe I'm considering playing the Alarmo Bot because it's fairly low risk and it's going to absorb a swing. So let's do that. Using it as a bullet magnet right now against that Arcanite Reaper, because this would be his second Arcanite Reaper, so he's pretty much out of weapons now.
They are bent to my command.
Spiteful Smith. It's not going to help him here. Well, it will. I mean, it's a 4-6. It's a pretty good card, but now things start to get interesting because we can bring out Sylvanas. Baron Geddon is a terrible idea here, so we're not going to play him. It's probably going to end up being Sylvanas and Nat Pagal, I think. Yeah, Sylvanas trades pretty well with both. That would work, I think. I'm trying to think of what else would work. Don't really want to enrage that Spiteful Smith. It depends if he's got another weapon in his hand. He's already burnt through 2 Arcanite Reapers, so it's entirely possible he doesn't. What else could I play? Hogger, but again, not really a great call there. I think it will be Sylvanas. And Nat Pagal. I'm thinking of reducing the Spiteful Smith down to 4 so that at least it's forced to trade suboptimally here. So we could do that. If I play Nat Pagal will actually die immediately. So that is a complete waste of everybody's time. So let's not do that. I think we're going to run old Murkai into the Spiteful Smith there. Because I'm confident he doesn't actually have a weapon. So we'll see what happens. What you got? I am Murloc. Well, I guess he was holding on to that until I got rid of my Murloc, and rightfully so. Alright. So he summons 4 1/1 Murlocs. That's actually a really good play for him right now, because I'll probably end up mind-controlling a Murloc if he decides to kill off Sylvanas, which he most likely will. But he's still going to have to trade 2 for 1 in order to do that. So, as a result, he's going right for me, which is exactly what I would have expected him to do. Alright, well, this is a perfect time for Baron Geddon, because that's going to wipe his entire board clean. Can we do it in a way... I don't think what the best way of doing it would be. Just play Baron Geddon, I think, and ignore the rest of his creatures. That seems like the best way to do it. There we go. And I think we prepare to face the mighty Millhouse Mana Storm here, actually. We could do that. Yeah. I think it's a fairly safe bet at this stage. So we do that, and then we use Baron Geddon, which is obviously going to do damage to my stuff, but it's going to kill most of his. So that takes him down to 1 creature with 4/2. So that's pretty good. Okay. What does that leave us with? A lot of really powerful turn 9 options. That's fine. No, it didn't really get what I wanted. It wasn't able to use its death rattle, but I'm still way ahead, so that really doesn't matter that much. And playing little creatures here isn't going to help him too much, so he's playing big ones, which makes absolute sense. So let's see if we can punish him for that. Oh, I've got a Nyx here, but this is a bad time to play her, because all of her whelps will die immediately to Baron Geddon, so we don't want to do that. Hogger's a bad play. It's probably going to be a Sarah at this stage. Now, what we can do is we can trade Baron Geddon for the Boulder Fist Ogre, and we can trade Millhouse Mana Storm out for this Gnomish Vendor, and that leaves us with Ysera on the board, which is terrifying. The alternative is we actually, no, let's go Nyxia, because we can actually go full-on Nyxia here. Alright. So we do that, we trade Baron Geddon out here, and we play a Nyxia with a full board of whelps, which is terrifying. So, there we go. So unless he's got a Whirlwind, which he might, then he is currently up against a 14/14, which is a little bit terrifying. And now I've got all the options going forward. I can still lose from this position, but this is looking pretty good. And if that's all he's got, then he is absolutely boned. And I'm going to trade out some whelps. I'm going to ignore his Acolyte of Pain, go for the throat. Trade out 4 whelps to kill his Gnomish Inventor, and then probably, I was thinking of going Hogger, but maybe play the Beast just for some high damage. I don't actually need Taunt right now, so I could Deathwing, of course, but I have lost many times to Deathwing at the wrong time. Deathwing is a card that can get you killed, so that's something to consider there. There we go, that's that out of the way. Let's play the Beast, and we're going to play Power of the Horde. Random Horde Warrior. Which is a Thwomir Farseer, alright. Fair enough. And then we just smack the crap out of him. Someone's actually asking me to change the Jet Set Radio soundtrack. Like, I should ban you from the channel for even suggesting that Sneak Man is a track that you should turn off. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Jesus. I would suggest you go to a doctor immediately. You gotta have your ears checked. There must be something wrong with you. You may have lived your entire life without realizing you're actually deaf. Who knows? Who knows? Stinkman's amazing. Get the hell out. Yeah, this guy's a bit dead. Let's see what you can do at 8 mana to save your ass. Yeah, okay, that's nice. So you're gonna do anything. Well, he gets a card out of it, so you know, that was kind of the best thing he can do. What's he got? Cleave! That doesn't do anything! Molten Giant also does not do anything! Yes, it's the old, I'm gonna show you what's in my hand and then concede trick. Okay. Alright, alright. Should I just Deathwing him? Yeah. Oh, I gave him a Finkel Einhorn. That was unexpected. Alright, see, I've given him a fighting chance. Let nobody say that I am not magnanimous in victory. Ah, Novice Engineer. This will truly help matters.
I don't understand what's going on here.
Oh, everyone's got charge. What are you gonna do? He's got 5 damage potential here. This is big. He gets another card. Actually, he needs to play a taunt right now. Oh, he's got a fiery war axe. Go on. Now's the time you hit Deathwing in the face with that thing. See how well it goes for you. Oh, look at it. Letting the side down. He won't have an honorable death. How disappointing. Yeah, he's dead. GG. I'm done playing. Has there been more reverb? No, you're making it up. Jesus, there's no difference. My live stream quality is always going to be slightly less than my quality on videos because, oh, well, it takes me time to actually do post-production. But I can't do that on live. But no, there's no more bloody reverb. Jeez. Is it just me or this imaginary thing? No, I would have probably noticed. There's far less reverb in this room than there was in my previous one. Alright. What do we have?
Uther versus Rexa. Let the hunt begin. I will.
Orc Cho. Alright. We'll keep Cho, certainly. Cho's not bad against a hunter early on. Yeah, it's not too good. Millhouse Mana Storm, maybe not the best opening against a hunter. Ah, Valuable is on the field. Okay. We could Millhouse. I don't know. The problem with Millhouse is that he then kill commands the Millhouse for free and then plays another creature. It makes more sense to Lore Walker and then Millhouse turn 3. Means that if he had any intention of going turn 2 trap, then I steal the trap, which is quite handy to have. Steady shot. Alright, so he's doing nothing. Okay. So the ball will work on that. Alright. Prepare to face the mighty Millhouse Mana Storm. That'll work. That'll be reasonable. What's he got? Give me your spells. Aha! Thank you for the multi-shot, but then he did kill 2 creatures, so that was pretty good value, but I do get a multi-shot for later on, which might be useful. Anyway, I've survived through turn 3 without taking too much damage, which is pretty good, but he did just get to kill 2 of my creatures before I attacked the Millhouse, so overall I think that's a loss. That didn't work out too well for me, but never mind. And I've got no plays. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, absolutely sucks to have no plays on turn 4, but never mind. Turn 5, I have Elite Tauren Chieftain, so that's okay. And then I've got stuff like my Illidan Stormrage. Silverback Patriarch comes out. Alright, that's a little irritating, but not the worst thing ever. I'm considering Nat Pagal, but I think we just need some power on the board, so time for a little bit of Elite Tauren Chieftain. There we go. Which gets me Power of the Horde again. Okay. I'm just waiting for a chance to use a multi-shot. It's gonna be great. If he plays another creature... Well, I don't know, even then it's not that great, because I'll probably just... No, actually, if he plays another creature with 3 health or less, then that's brilliant. Let's see what he's got. Aha! Multi-shot potential! Pretty good multi-shot potential, actually. I'm liking it. But I do I have any better turn 6 options? Not in terms of efficiency. I'm thinking just multi-shot Nat Pagal at this point. Yeah, let's do that. Multi-shot. Sweet. And Nat Pagal. Clear the board. There we go. That works. Man. I was gonna say we were getting really good trades with this Tauren Chieftain, but actually we're about to not because of this little bastard. Okay. Illidan's not really a good play here. Gelbin is an okay play, but risky. Hogger's alright. The Beast is alright too. Yeah, one way or the other, we're losing this guy. I don't see a way around it. Power of the Horde doesn't make any sense right now because I can't play anything else afterwards. I don't want to really get into a standoff with this guy. I need to be trading well. I've already traded this. This has already been a 2-for-1. So that's okay. I don't really want to play Illidan right now because he's got 5 health, which means he's at risk of being kill commanded. Gelbin Mekatalk has 6 and the Beast has 7, so I like that a little bit better. Yeah. There's no other way of getting rid of that taunt without sacrificing my Elite Tauren Chieftain, but I'm okay with that. It's not bad. I got plenty more scary things where that came from, so let's get rid of that. There we go. Nat Pagal is not doing what he's supposed to do right now. Power of the Horde. Got it. Yeah, 2-2. Alright, well, that's not going to help you too much. He was hoping for something a little better than that. You didn't get it. Animal Companion, that's a little bit of a better play. Oh, Leok. Nasty. Bear in mind, I'm losing health right now, so Hogger's probably going to have to come out soon. Next turn, probably Gruul, I think. Gruul is pretty scary. The problem is I can't get to that Leok. That's what's concerning me at this stage. I'm going to sit on my Alexstrasza, I think, for healing. Yeah, I can only play one thing, so I've got to make sure it's the right thing. I don't know, there's minor damage coming in. It may be the Hogger's actually the best play. Yeah, let's get Hogger out. And now we can just add an Initiate as well. There we go. Beast smacks down that taunt. So now we have access to Leok. We have a taunt of our own to protect Nat Pagal and the Beast. So that works pretty well. Yeah, this works. This is absolutely fine right now. Let's see what he comes up with. My positioning was a little bit bad. Ooh, multi-shot. Fairly bad luck multi-shot. But he's going to be able to take out my Beast with a 1-1, which is even more annoying. So, never mind. That worked out fairly well for him regardless. If I'd hit anything else, I would have been fine with it, but hitting the Beast was pretty bad. It's going to give him a 3-3. We're probably going to just Alexstrasza him next turn, take him down to 15. Ooh, Arcane Shot comes out. Alright. He's doing fairly well so far. He gets himself a 3-3, which actually becomes a 4-3, thanks to Leok. We need to get rid of Leok pretty quickly here. So, let's focus on that. The other thing I would do is probably Alexstrasza him. And then just try and run him over. Seems like the way to go. Yeah, Leok's buffing everything, whereas this is only buffing Beast, so killing Leok is the way. Hold on to Black Knight. The other way I could do it is just to not Alexstrasza him and save that to Alexstrasza myself later. That's probably the better play, actually. I think what the follow-up would be. I want to hold on to Illidan Stormrage for the Power of the Horde play afterwards. Gelbin's a bit of a risk. Let's get Gruul out. And then we use Hogger to knock that out. There we go. So that reduces his capability there. Can I at least have one card from Nat Pagal? He's been totally useless today. Let's see how many more spells he's got. Hopefully not too many more. Hold on to Alexstrasza for emergencies. Well, actually, it doesn't have to be for emergencies. If it doesn't get a taunt up next turn, I can kill him outright. Oh, he's got a taunt. Okay, that's now irrelevant. Hogger's dead, so that sucks. Okay, well, we're going to have to use Black Knight then. I was hoping just to be able to kill him outright, just Alexstrasza him and then smack him with everybody, but that didn't work out, so... Alright, never mind. We're going to go Power of the Horde, Black Knight. It seems like the way to go here. Black Knight comes out. That's that gone. And then Power of the Horde. Let's get something good. Send your Shield Master would be nice. Yeah, not great, but whatever. And then we'll knock out his 4-1. There we go. Okay, cool. That works. Gruul goes up to 10-6, so we're going to start doing direct damage with him next turn, hopefully. So things are okay, but I'm just worried about his kill potential. Sitting on 15 here. If he takes me down low, then Alex Straza's going to save my ass, but I'm just a little bit concerned. Core Hound comes out. At least Unleash the Hounds doesn't do the same thing. Coin. Hound Master. Oh, Jesus. That's bad news. It's like, hey, you know what I should have done? Held on to this. Alright, so he has lethal next turn. I've got to stop that from happening. Best way to do that is probably going to have to be... No, I don't have to sack Gruul into it, actually. I can use Black Knight instead. I can run Black Knight into him and then run Silver Moon into him. Yeah, I can take him down to, like, basically nothing this turn.
I'm invincible.
And I should stay alive. There we go. So that's that dead. And then Alex Straza. And then he's now down to 4 health. Cool. So unless he can do 15 damage this turn, he's pretty dead. Jungle Panther. Unless that has charge, which... Yeah, he's got nothing. Got nothing. Geoth. He didn't play that in the right order. He could have actually, maybe... Nah, even if you drawn a kill command, that wouldn't have done it. He should have played Buzzard first, followed by Panther. Then he would have got another card. Then maybe he'd have stayed in the game, but he did just kill himself there, so... Okay. You can leave now. No, you don't have any more actions, I'm afraid. You just used them all. You're not going to magically draw a card by sitting there. Anytime now. Okay, thank you. Much appreciated. There we go. Sweet. Can't complain about that. Still rank 19, but hey. Not too shabby. Gruul's a bit of a beast if you let him keep going. He took out, what, 2 creatures and then just punched him in the face for 12? Pretty nice.